Hello students, welcome to this short video lecture on Allegory. My name is Rohan Thomas Cherian. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of English at St. Xavier's College, Jaipur. So what is Allegory? Allegory is a literary device that uses symbolic figures, actions and imagery to convey complex messages and offers deeper meaning beyond the literal level. Literal level, deeper meaning. So there are two levels to allegory. There is the surface level and there is the deeper level. And what allegory does, it uses symbolic figures, not just figures, but actions and also symbolic imagery to convey complex messages. So that's what allegory is. It's a literary device and you will find it mostly in narratives. But of course, there are exceptions. You might find it in poetry as well. Characteristics of allegory. As I have just mentioned, allegory involves a dual layered narrative. One is a surface story which entertains and an underlying layer that invites interpretation. So, two levels of meaning. Again, dual layered narrative. Surface story, which the purpose is to entertain, but on the deeper level, it's much more, like I said, it involves deeper, complex themes, which a competent reader might be able to recognize. Historical examples of allegory. So first we have Dante's The Divine Comedy and John Bunyan's, which is an English example, The Pilgrim's Progress from 17th century. And both of these works, they offer you moral and spiritual and political messages. For example, The Divine Comedy, of course, it's on the surface level, it's about Dante going to exploring hell. But then again, it on a deeper level, it Dante has tried to deal with the political situation of that time. Similarly, in John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress, so it's a story about Christian. The protagonist's name is Christian as he navigates through this world. On one level, yeah, Christian is the name of the protagonist, but in general, he is representative of all of the Christians in the world. And his journey is basically the journey of every Christian in this world. So Pilgrim's Progress that way becomes an allegory, Christian allegory. Modern example, the most famous one, the Orwell's Animal Farm, and also Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia from children's literature. So Animal Farm, again, on the surface level, it's a story about some animals in the farm who rebel against their master. But on this, on a secondary level, it's about the Bolshevik Revolution, and Orwell criticizes it through his allegory. Also, C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia. So again, it's an allegory. It's a story about, of course, there is a lion, there is a witch, but they represent, two opposite forces. Aslan represents Christ, witch represents Satan, and it's their ultimate fight to, possess the human world and the humankind. So why allegory? Purpose of an allegory. So allegory allows writers to navigate censorship, and censorship is not something new to creative field. So through allegory, they can hide, writers can hide, controversial, complex themes which can only a competent reader can recognize. That way, allegory is a safe way to keep your work away from all controversial problems. But it also allows writers to critique societal norms indirectly and discuss controversial topics through, again, symbolic narratives. Lastly, conclusion. So allegory, it enriches literature. Okay, it makes literature even more interesting, invites multiple interpretations of a single work, and it adds layers of meaning. It bridges the gap between what is concrete and what is abstract, and again, it invites readers to explore deeper truths about the world through fiction. So thank you so much for joining.